What's up, my guy?
This meeting is being recorded.
How's it going?
How are you, sir?
Good, good.
Yeah.
Oh, I was module 7.
Oh man, so man, I'm just honestly, I'm at the last question that I asked you, man. I'm still here, man. I'm still
Right.
here.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
just like I don't know. I get the idea behind what you're saying, like we should know where to, but like, man, I don't wanna
Spend
mess up
spend
anything. Like, I don't wanna break something like past like what I'm supposed to because. Say like for instance now the variable TF
right.
for the private IP public IP CIDR
Right.
that thing,
Say the block. Okay.
yeah, the CIDR block I'm using just to be safe. I'm using one of my subnets that I already have before. Now question is that going to work or is that going to fail because it's already something I'm using that I don't know.
So you should be making everything from scratch, right? The entire both private, public, VPC, everything.
Mm.
So don't use a existing one.
Okay, but the thing is, sometimes when you want to create that CDR block, it's going to tell you, oh, this CDR block is already taken up.
So that is if you are doing it manually.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So if you are using what's it called
Terraform.
Terraform, right? It's basically automate that.
Okay,
So yeah, well, don't worry, we're gonna address everything soon. So as always, we'll wait for another 10 minutes until when more people join.
okay, okay, perfect. Happy birthday, by the way, man.
For
I
sure
remember
was.
your birthday, bro.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Hey Jaden, how's it going, bro?
Hey, what's up, Shola? How you doing?
Good, good.
How you doing, Tommy?
I'm okay.
And everybody is here.
So what we normally do is we'll wait like on another five, no, not 9 minutes until when more uh, people join. I'm still expecting that at least another 18 guys or so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm moving on to module 4 today.
Oh, nice,
I think
nice.
it's 4. Is it 4?
I was module 3 though.
It's pretty straightforward and simple, honestly.
Okay. Everything is, but yeah,
Yeah. But it's because I already know about identity access management because of my job.
right.
So, and CloudWatch that's simple too.
That's simple. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But like in a real job, will we be going more in depth in CloudWatch or no? They'll probably already have it set up
So it depends.
on the
It depends
company.
on, yeah, one, it depends on the company, and it also it depends on if everything is already built out. But I did, I think for module, sorry, project 2, I use CloudWatch. So that as module 7. So you see how I use CloudWatch to basically um trigger automation, which is completely different to what we are currently doing. But CloudWatch can be used for so many things.
Okay. So basically what we're doing in like the first few modules and the next modules, we're just going to be automating it.
No, no, no. So for module 1 to module 6, all you guys are doing just learning the individual tools, right? Just understanding. Okay, you know what? Terraform is used for 4 days. CloudWatch is used 4 days, right? When you get to module 7, this is when you start doing it on a much more industrial scale, right? Joining
Okay.
every single tools um together. So yeah.
Wait, so like, 'cause I know you had cloud Have you ever had to build out infrastructure or
Hell yeah.
sometimes?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
So
Oh,
yeah, yeah. So out of, let's say, out of 10, I mostly managed infrastructures. The possibility of you going into a company and start building out the entire infrastructure from scratch is possible if that company is just moving to cloud. Most companies that you guys will be working for are already in cloud. So you just have to maintain those services.
okay.
Mhm.
Sounds good.
Yep, yep. So wait for another six minutes as always.
Hello.
Hey, hello, hello. How's it going?
Hey. Yes, I have a quick question.
Sure. What's up?
Okay, so will it be like the same concept for any industry that you work in? Say, for instance, you work in finance or healthcare or, like all the way across the board?
Right. Right. So, yes. Now, yes, and yes. In terms of the actual tools, yeah. So CloudWatch is CloudWatch, regardless of if you are in the medical field or the IT field, right? CloudWatch is used for monitoring. So that's that part will not change. So the and in industry you are working for, the only difference there is what tools you guys will be using more. If your company uses a bunch of database, then obviously you guys will be working with RDS more, right? So if your company is kind of a service type based company where most of their traffic comes from websites, then obviously you'll be using EC2 more, right? So it depends, but the core foundations is the same across all industries.
Okay.
Right. Mr. Torayo, how's it going, boss?
Boss,
AJ?
I'm all right. Happy Sunday to you. So
Hey,
tired,
how's
actually.
it, bro?
So tired, like my eyes are so heavy.
I feel you, my
I
guy.
slept
I
very,
feel
I
you.
slept very late then. Slept very
Right,
late then. I had to be in church with the music band, as in the band in church, the
right,
choir. We had to rehearse this morning and the rest like that. So,
right.
so
Okay.
tired, but I just
I
had
feel
to
you, bro.
join. Yeah, well, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Nice, 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 nice,
Yeah, bro.
nice. Charles, Edibor, how's it going? Are you guys there?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I just finished the final project, so feel relieved. Yeah, but I'm hoping to like of course practice them over and over again from the
Right,
beginning. So I'm on the resume stage.
right. Okay.
Yes, I'm on the resume. I do have some questions though. Can I ask now?
That, oh, yeah.
Okay.
When we fully start in about
Okay.
3 minutes. I also want to give more people time to join.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. Mr. Charles, how's it going, boss? Are you there?
Good. Hello.
There we go. What's up, my guy?
Happy New Happy Sunday.
Hey, same to you, bro. Same,
Good.
same. All right,
I'm good.
wait 2 minutes. I'm still expecting a bunch more people, but if they don't join it, then as always, we will start. And this call is obviously being recorded, so they'll be able to go back to this video and and watch it, hopefully.
Wait, I
Umar,
have a question.
yep. Oh, okay. What's
Do
up?
you ever have to worry about like compliance? I know she
Hell
was
yeah.
talking about like different
Yes.
like sectors and stuff like that.
Right.
But like,
Yes.
do we ever have to worry about that?
Yeah. By default, yeah. So it's basically called best practice in some cases, but compliance in terms of like um mm, so I'm trying to give you an example. Let's say you work in a healthcare company, right? And you are they have some government compliance stuff. In most cases, your lead should be letting you know what and what not to do. Our job is basically engineering. We are the back end. We are not the front end. Now, in some rare case, you would have to talk to the um you know stakeholder or somebody else outside of the team, which again, in a very rare case. But when it comes to compliance or making sure that you use a certain tool or make sure you use a specific word or whatever, your lead is in charge of that. And before you even go into any project at all, the first thing for people in module 7, I made it stuff explicitly clear. Before you do any project at all, the first thing you do is having meeting with the team. It can be different engineering team, whatever. So anything that has to do with that project, tool sets, compliance, the structure, the scope of everything, they will let you know. But we don't have much compliance. Apart again, best practice is obviously is similar to, I guess, uh, compliance too, but nothing really special about that.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we're not really working with sensitive data. Well, except
We
like
are.
intellectual property.
I mean,
But
shit, bro. We are. We are because
like the
um
code.
s- so view with this way. And by the way, we are already starting. It's already over 10 minutes. So view this way. Um, if you are building a full infrastructure, you have a RDS and you mistakenly put it inside a public subnet where everybody else has access to that, or can, whatever, can have access to that company's database. The database itself is sensitive, right? So
Right.
technically, we are working with this sensitive, information. And why you need to know what you are doing, because one mistake can cost your company millions.
Okay. That makes sense.
Or let's say, and most of you guys will, when you guys get a job, um your lead will always to tell, not always, like some leads are assholes, but some leads will literally tell to give you guys a tip, like, or be careful about the security group, right? Those is the security group that we are opening, like port 22, port this, port that. You have to be extremely careful about that. Don't open the wrong ports, right? Because you don't want access, you know, you don't want a specific connection access through that port. That again is best practice. I am right. You don't want somebody that have nothing to do with database having access to your RDS, right? So you using IAM, you need to make sure that that only people that need access to that specific tool or service have access, because every single stuff I just mentioned is sensitive. Do you understand?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. So, as always, what we normally do for people joining us or watching this call for the first time, what we normally do is I go around asking people, asking everybody what is working, right? If you have any issues or questions or roadblocks, let me know. And also moving forward, I want to make it a little bit different. What I mean by that is I want you guys to be answering some of the questions. For like if somebody asks, I have issues with EC2 or SSH into my instance. I expect people that have passed module 3 at least to be able to answer that, right? So when somebody asks me a question before I answer it, I'm gonna throw it out there to everybody else that is, that I know for a fact that they have done and passed that stage. So just to make it a little bit more engaging and less unboring. So I'll start up with, or I'll just continue with Jaden. What's up, boss?
What am I saying?
Also, do you have any, issues or anything?
No, not at the moment. The only issue I did have was when I was trying to SSH into uh the EC2, but we
Right,
fixed it because I guess it was my internet
right.
because
Okay,
I SSH into it one time and it worked, but when I tried to do it the second time, it wasn't working, and I
right.
triple checked, quadruple checked all my work, like
Mm-hmm.
in the instance and everything, but it works now, so I guess
Cool.
it's good.
That's amazing. All right, cool. That makes sense. And yeah, just the SSH is really simple once you understand the foundation, right? And at one stage, I'll say from like module 4 upwards, if anybody tries SSH into a instance or something and they see a specific error code without using ChatGPT, I expect you guys to know it because for every module, we are literally remoting access into something, right? So, but yeah, just keep doing that, and yeah, it should be good. All right. So next person is Idibor. What's up?
Um, yeah, so like I said earlier, I just finished the last project and yeah, I just want to I really don't have questions for now because I mean all the roadblocks and all the troubleshooting I did kind of like made me learn a lot while I was having those problems. So the
Right,
only thing is to try doing them again because I didn't really understand some things. I was just following what ChatGPT and Claude was assisting me to do. So I'm hoping
right,
to be able to do everything myself. And now, right now I'm at the resume stage. So
right,
I've followed your video on doing my resume and all that.
right,
But my question regarding the resume is so like after ChatGPT has generated everything based on the project and all that we've put in it for
right,
the places, right? For the companies, but to use the companies we've worked in before, right?
right. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yes,
okay. And then the same exact thing is meant to be on our LinkedIn, right?
absolutely.
Okay, okay, all right. That's what I wanted to
So,
confirm.
oh, okay, okay, sure, sure. Just to touch up on that. The main reason why I said you guys should use the company that you have worked for the past three companies is to just make it easier for you guys to, I guess, remember. If you guys put that, what, I've worked at Amazon, right? There is no way they will know either way, unless if obviously you apply to Amazon itself. There's no way because most people think what, when they do their investigation, they do, for people in America, when they do like, public trust, your public trust clearance, whatever, there is no way for them to know. So, but just keep it simple. Yes, that's the and make sure whatever information you have on your resume, you have the same information on your LinkedIn. This is super important. Again, this is extremely important. Your resume is just like the stepping stone, right? Most companies, if not all companies, will check out your LinkedIn. So view LinkedIn as, engineer's Bible, where it's just important. So make sure there's no conflicting information there. And there's something that I'm gonna share my screen regarding your um regarding this. Now, um I was obviously expecting you to, kill it, of course, right? But this is extremely good. This is super good for anybody doing their, project four, or sorry, yeah, this is project four. It should be something like this, or super close, right? Because apart from the fact of you doing it, the main part that I actually like here is you documenting. Second, you do documenting the issues. Now, there is almost no way, no matter how good you are with, from module one to module six, there's literally almost no way for you to do any project without running into issues. Even project one, where I gave you guys the Terraform scripts, the Ansible scripts, command lines, everything. I design it in a way where you need to edit some of that script, right? If you don't edit it, you will run into issues. So, and yeah, so this shows that one, you understand the issues you run into, and it also shows that you can articulate this project at least with some level. So this is extremely good, and I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, yeah, that's that. I'll move on to Umar. What's up, boss? Umar, are you there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
Cool, cool. What's up, bro?
Pretty good. I was
Okay,
working on module six.
okay,
Yeah, so I had to do like Docker, Jenkins,
right, okay, okay.
CI/CD pipeline.
How was it?
Yeah, the lab was good. But I felt like I wasn't what do you call it? I didn't like understood it fully.
Right,
Yes, so I went like on YouTube and watch a couple of videos.
right. What part though?
And
Is it
the breakdown.
right? Is it like the Jenkins part, or
No, no, not even the
what
Jenkins
part?
part. It was a Docker part. I
Oh,
was
okay.
having to create like a Docker file for
Docker
the
file.
image, when to create like the containers and how they
Right.
work together. Yeah, so I kind of went over it again.
Okay.
So I actually did it twice just to
Okay. Nice.
understand this. So
Nice.
it made a
Nice.
lot of sense. Yeah.
Cool. 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 All right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I think I have a question for you. So I
Sure.
was basically saying, I mean, in this lab setup, we are the ones like creating like the basic applications and uploading it on the internet. So I was asking like in a industry standpoint, how
Right.
would like the day-to-day work with like creating a Docker and configuring stuff and working with like developers?
So that's actually a good question. There are some tools that I don't use regularly. Docker, Kubernetes, um, Jenkins a little bit more, because something like Docker, the Docker is used for tooling stuff. One when it comes to the Docker apps, where obviously like whatever I build on my system should work on someone else system, right? That's basically the oath and foundation of Docker. But the main question there is, do I build stuff that I need to ship that stuff over to someone else? No, I don't. That is a developer job, not mine, right? So,
Hmm.
but do we still need to know Docker? Yes, we just need to understand the foundation. The same stuff too with stuff like Jenkins. The entire point of Jenkins is, where being able to build stuff fast and test it and launch it, or if I make any changes to my code and I push it to GitHub, it's gonna Jenkins is automatically going to make those changes. Well, but do I do that regularly? Hell no, I don't. So day to day regarding Docker, just understand what Docker is. Some companies are just requiring you to know that. For companies that builds bunch of apps or bunch of stuff, they might need somebody that understand what this stuff is. In case if you know the dev team is trying to build a infrastructure that has to do with Docker, right? You need to understand what type of infrastructure they are trying to actually build with Docker. So I I would say don't overthink it much. So just as long as you understand the foundations, you understand what the Docker is used for, then you should be good. Also, for think project 3 and project 4, we are also using Docker and Jenkins, I think. So you get more, I guess, hands-on full end to end design with Docker, Jenkins, and something called GitHub Actions. It's similar to Jenkins too, but yeah, as about that.
Well, okay.
Any more questions?
No, that's my only question.
Right, cool. And yeah, and actually impressed, So I think you were able to knock out module 1 to module 6 in like two weeks. So which is impressive. So yeah, yeah, nice. And as always, if you have any questions, let me know. All right.
Okay.
Cool. So next person is gonna be Charles. What's up, bro? Hey Charles.
Yeah,
What's up,
hello.
guy? How's it going, man?
I'm good. And you?
Can't complain. I'm okay.
Like I told you yesterday, I know we spoke yesterday, so I just concluded the first project, and so far so good. I I ran into some problems, but I was able to figure them out. And one thing I could say about it is, I think the more projects you do, the more you understand what you're doing. So
Exactly. Yep.
I
Yep.
just I just know because when I started it, it was like I was going to do it, I wasn't going to do it. Then I had all this to call you to complain about some things, but I said no, let me try first. Some
Yeah.
like I remember there was a day I slept by two a.m. So trying to figure that out. My wife was telling me just close it and come and sleep, but then I told myself I was going to. But like I said, the more you do it, the more you understand what you're doing.
Right.
Most times it's like all you've learned, the whole thing is confusing and everything. I spoke to a friend, I told you, the guy said, even when it's not making sense, just keep on doing it and before you
Right.
know everything will come together and
Right.
so it's coming together
Okay.
because a month ago. What I know today, I don't know them. So I think there's an improvement. And
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I don't think I have a question now because the question I had I already asked yesterday. So I don't.
Right. Okay. So just yeah, just to follow up a little bit more on what Charles said. Now, I think Charles joined about a month back, maybe two. I can't remember, and it went from completely no experience at all, as we know some of you guys are still. So and I I remember when he I think your first issue was just again, just like almost everybody else do, launching your first instance and SSHing into that instance, and that seemed, ridiculously hard, right? But like the more you do it, the more you get into the more you understand it. This stuff is not rocket science, right? And I'm not special, literally. I'm not special, and I tell almost every single person. I don't know everything about cloud. It's literally impossible to know everything about cloud. But one skill set that I have is if let's say somebody asks me a question that's or I was given something at work that literally I have no clue about it. I have a skill set of figuring shit out. I don't care how difficult that issue is, as long as it is cloud. Oh, I know how to figure our stuff out. So as long as you guys have that same skill set, which you will, by the time you are done with module 7, you will gain that confidence, you will gain that experience on having to troubleshoot, having to learn stuff, obviously with the help of AI, which also you yourself are running into issues, the same issues multiple times. Then yeah, but amazing job, bro. So just move on to the next project, and as always, if you have any questions, let me know. All right.
I just remember something now.
Okay.
Like I told you, I have finished the first project, but I didn't do any action step. Am I supposed to do anything on my project?
Hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, you have showed me the end result of the WordPress, and I know for a fact that you have done it, but well, I need to see some paperwork, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah.
Like before, this is my first project, right? So,
Right.
so you have a step, like they will tell you show screenshot of this.
Right.
So that's where what is confusing me now. How do
So
I do which to screenshot and everything?
oh cool. So in the action step for project one,
Yeah.
I literally made it clear, where screenshot this, send this, and send that. No, I'm just share my screen to just explain that a little bit more. So, a minute. So this is project one, right? In under bullet one, there's two documents. The first one is action steps. So basically, it says for your product submission, you must submit screenshot for every step of the project, right? So this is step one. Even though again, I've made the most of this code for you guys, but send a screenshot of you doing the exact same stuff, and under each screenshot there should be, this. Students, let me just choose someone else project that I've um projects for project one. Cool. So perfect. This is a boss own, right? So for every step, there is a screenshot. And for every screenshot, there's an explanation as to why this step is important, right? So provider.tf. I don't need to explain to anybody why provider.tf is important for people that have done module 4 upwards, right? So, but I need to know that you understand that, and you don't use ChatGPT to type this stuff out. You have to write it in your own words, right? So every single step, screenshots, and why it is important. So, and after that too, and make sure I gave you guys. I'm basically spoon feeding you guys at this point, honestly. But I gave you guys, the entire overview for each project, right? Now, I said this stuff before. I made a video about this. Do not copy and paste this story. Make your own story. Just use this as a guideline. Everybody has their own unique stories. So, but just yeah. So for project one, do the action step and make your story. All right. Okay. You good? Yeah. I can hear you. Bro, your audio is cool, man. Well, it's same stuff. I guess you are good. If you're not good, just type it out in the chat. All right. Cool. So next person is gonna be Tommy. What's up, boss?
Not much, fella. Yeah. For me, I don't like to make silly mistakes. That's it.
Right,
I just want to know. I can see already just by eye, like some of those scripts. You need
right.
to input certain resources that we want into them. Because if you run those scripts like that, it's just generic, it's blank. It's gonna that's how I feel. It's gonna get messed up. So
Okay.
before going down that path, I just need to know, I'm not asking you per se, give me the exact what do you call
Yeah,
uh
yeah. I feel you. I feel
yeah,
you. So I'll give you just a single example, right? And first thing first, um, nice work, bro. So in terms of your progress so far. So also now this is the project two. Now provider, some of provider
yeah.
is done. I don't think you need to edit this at all, right?
You see there,
Um,
that's what I mean. I edited that one.
I, I mean, technically you don't have to because there's Oz is called like Oz.
Bar, VAR,
Yeah, but Oz is for
variable.
variables, right? So basically, you're already defining it in your variables by region, right? So technically, what the first thing you need to edit, and no, I'll give you guys even more. It's code. Now I do this stuff every single time at work, right? Whenever, a minute, whenever we have a project, small project, big project, the first thing I do, I copy this the entire project. If it's sent to me through form or if I have my own notes, right? I copy the entire project. I come over to activity, tell it exactly what I want to do. I trying to do this project, and some of the info is not complete. I want you to give me the complete one and want to work on this step by step, right? So I just So, do you understand what I just did?
Yes, absolutely. The funny thing is, you say that, but I did literally the same thing, but I
Right.
don't trust ChatGPT sometimes. It
No,
makes
that's true. That's why before you use, like, if I see this,
yeah,
right? If I see the um CloudWatch, whatever stuff, if you have done module 4,
yeah,
you should be able to know if this is real or bullshit,
that's true. That's true.
right? You should be able to understand, okay, cool. Okay, the resource we are building is this. Okay, this is module 3, CloudWatch, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so the alert name, the greater than shareholder, like everything, right? You should be able to understand this. If LGBT gives you a um script, right? You should know what you are doing.
yeah,
ChatGPT can be wrong, and sometimes it is wrong.
yeah.
So, but what I just showed you is one, how to fill in those gaps.
Okay.
So, right. So again, you just have to know your shits and use ChatGPT to fill in those gaps. So,
Okay.
for example, also to stuff like the key name, right?
Yeah,
I don't like I think you I was asking this question earlier on.
yeah.
This key name is the same key name in my uh, AWS account, right? So this is
Right.
technically my own. So all you have to do is just edit these two. Let's say your key name in your AWS account, and that specific region is called, oh no, Tommy, right?
Right.
You just need to change it to 2 years. I purposely made everything this way
Yeah.
just to see if you understand or you guys understand what you are doing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about that. The CEDA block, all of that, leave it. We don't have to, change that at all.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Because
like,
that's what I mean. For me, like I already just I didn't have to use ChatGPT to change the key name. Definitely Tech Pathway is your
yeah,
one.
right,
I use my one. Then ChatGPT, I had to my region. I have a US East too. So I put that in the provider file.
right.
That one was it's okay, but so far now my TF vars, Terraform TF vars and networking TF, there are 5 errors on there, so I know for sure like I have to edit something. I have to do 5 things on. I mean, it reflects. Once you edit one, it will reflect on the other one. So
So
yeah,
I so if I was in your shoes, right,
yeah.
what would I do?
I mean, I think sorry, go on, go ahead.
What's a second? What I would do. Oh, a second. I think Charles won't want to answer that. Yo, Charles, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was network before. So the why I raised my heart was because of what he was saying, because I had the same encounter,
Right,
So I was trying to build out the project. So I noticed when I was picking the scripts, I noticed something. The environment I was building was US is to one. But the key part I had my, on my laptop is two environments. US is two. So I copied that and pasted there. It keep giving me error. So I pasted it on ChatGPT. ChatGPT told me that I don't have that key pair on that environment. So I will have to go to that environment and create a key pair. That was what I did, and it worked. And
yeah,
I noticed something again. This, like, for what he was saying, the provider.com, when you put variable, you don't need to edit anything. That means you're actually telling the platform to pick whatever they are looking for on the variable. That means you're going to define it on your variable. And
that's correct. Yeah.
And that variable is also the same thing with Terraform dot v something, right?
Okay.
That's
Uh,
where you that's where you explain further what you're doing.
right.
Yeah, because when I
Yeah.
was using ChatGPT, some of the explanation was not on my variable, but on the C. Get that? I don't need to understand what I'm saying.
So no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
makes
do,
sense.
I do, and
Yes.
one, you
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 can
are,
also
you say what?
you can either explain it your variable. That's what you're building.
Or not? Yeah,
The or you explain it on that Terraform v file or something. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah. It's TFOS.
second.
It's
Yeah,
TFOS. Yeah,
he doesn't see that he will also check this place to pick whatsoever.
right.
I think that's what I observed.
Okay, cool. So what you said makes sense, and Tommy, it's literally what's I said to earlier on, right? So
Right.
if you have anything here called like anything beside a like this region, you already have variables here, so you don't
Yeah.
have to pretty much add a different one. So just define it, add the specific variable either in your variable.tf or your tbus, right? So
Okay.
so yeah, you don't have to overthink that. That's number one. And number two, if you run into issues, which you will for sure, take everything step by step. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and if I was in your shoes, what I would do is again, I'll copy just out of this is section by section. Actually, I'll copy the entire stuff. So, right. I'm gonna make a new chat as always. I want you to edit these files, make sure they all connected, and let me know what info you need. So I'm focusing just only now on the part one, the Terraform part, right? And
Right.
some of the stuff that are not connected. If they're not connected, they will not work,
Right.
right? So now it's basically telling you everything you need, whatever, and pretty much it will literally you can literally edit the entire stuff from scratch. You can tell it, okay, cool. So it's it has fixed everything already. Actually, so cool. We can just tell it. Okay, so let's start one by one. Send me the what was the first one? I'll remove provider. Send me the cool. Now this is the edited one.
Yeah.
This is the raw one,
All right.
right? So if I put them side by side, give me a minute. Um, so 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 it's stripping. So if I put them side by side, you can obviously see that this one is fully edited out,
Yeah.
right? So you don't have to overthink this stuff. You just need to know how to prompt GPT well, I'll just copy this, go to my VS Code or whatever software you're using, add it, attach it there, and keep doing everything one by one,
Okay,
and that's it.
makes sense. Yes, I guess I see. Thank you. By the way, how do I find the link? If this meeting is recorded, how do I find the link to watch this video back? So
Uh,
try to, yeah.
okay, so every call is actually in your second. So in here in coaching call.
Perfect.
All right.
Right.
For sure. Perfect. So
Okay.
right, cool. So next person is um Christian. How's it going?
Hi. Yeah, I just started this week, so I'm not all the way
Okay.
through a module one. I'm not
Right.
feeling
Okay.
too well, but
Right.
I got off early, but I'm glad I could jump on this call.
Right.
However, from me looking at the those projects
Right.
and everything, so with the variables, are we making up our own database names and all that, etc.? Or are we copying it verbatim from
So
what you've done? I just wanted to know.
so so database is module three, I believe, and you would be making yours from scratch,
Scratch.
right?
Yeah.
So it is super simple. Don't overthink that. Also,
Okay.
taking a step back for people watching this video after this meeting, of course, then you are not in module seven yet. Don't overthink it. All right. And I know some people that's currently on this call that's not in module 7 yet. Don't overthink it. Everything I just showed, you guys just now is super simple. The old Terraform variables, everything is super simple. All right. So, Christian, in this in your case, focus on just module one. Take it step by step. Everything will make sense in module seven. Yeah, in module seven. All right.
Okay, great. But yeah,
Cool.
but no, from me, signing up for this from my other experience I've had, this is way better
Right.
than the other experience I had from me trying to grasp all of this. It really is. I
Oh,
like the
okay.
way you break it down, so
Right. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. And yeah. Thanks. And also, if you have any questions, we have a in this Slack channel. Um, we have a section that is dedicated for questions. All right. So if you hit any roadblock, just act there.
okay.
All right. All right. Cool. Perfect. So, next person is gonna be, goddamn. Who was remains? Mr. Tunrayo, how's it going, boss?
I'm all right, bro. Now. I'm okay.
Cool. So,
Yeah,
any questions, issues?
not really, not really. I'm like, I'm done with my project one,
Right.
but I just need to write out the explanations and how I was able to do everything.
Okay.
Yeah, but there is one thing I would like to ask.
Sure.
When it comes to using ChatGPT to sort out issues,
Right.
at times I notice like there are some issues like I get sorted out, but I to date like I don't like I'm yet to know what I did like this step, but I was able to sort them out.
Right.
So is it like even at times also when it comes to work also we might be able to sort out some things without knowing just sort it out without knowing the real thing.
Right. No, that is a really good question, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna again share my screen, and this is why I really like the boss, you know, mission. How do you know what issues you run into? Even though you just did it and you just forgot it, write it down, right? Literally, write it down, right? So, if you run into issues, I expect I've been preaching this stuff for since the beginning, really. Understand the issues you are having. Don't just use ChatGPT to just solve it and just move on. Every problem is a blessing. You guys will run into issues, and I want you guys to view that as a blessing, right? But to get better at those issues, write them down, right? Have a record of those issues. Go over those stuff again. So at work, do I do that now? Nah, I don't. I'm lazy, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't, but I used to, right? I used to
Okay.
write down like every single issue. So in you guys' case, in everybody's case, copy a debug's format. The issue, the root cause, the solution, time to resolve it, and the impact. So write those down and you will get better for sure.
Okay. That's all actually. So I'm fine.
Yeah, cool, cool, cool. Nice,
Yeah,
nice,
thank you
nice.
so much. Yeah,
For sure, bro. For sure, for sure. So,
yeah.
Ademola, what's up, bro?
Yeah, sure. How are you?
Oh, good, good.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, yeah. For me, I think I started project one all over again, and I'm done with it. So one thing I've understand is this. I think the more you do it, the more you get to understand.
Right.
I noticed that it took me lesser time to be able to solve project one again. This is my second time of doing it again, and
Hmm.
the way I did it in such a way. I think I don't. If you don't mind, let me share my screen. In
Sure.
such a way, a neighbor did our own. So, so this is I did it again. This is my project one.
Okay.
I did again, and sorry, trying to. So I did it, and I still face some challenges, but I had to just this time around. I noticed down all the challenges I faced, and I tried to make it in a way, in such a way that I can prepare it for interviews
Right.
because um so that's just it. And I just finished the second project one today again. So I'm also
Okay.
trying to like prepare myself. I understand it more. The more I do it, I understand. In fact, it took me less than before when I first did project one, it took more than 2 weeks. But this time around, it took less than 96 hours to solve it
Exactly.
again.
Good. Cool.
I
Cool. Nice.
I try to the challenges I faced challenges, but it took me this time to solve to troubleshoot it and
Right.
try to like bring some point out. Also, as the questions. I also try to bring out questions um on the project one in order for me to prepare for probably if there's any interview, you know. So
Right.
so I think that's all for now.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. And repetition builds confidence, right? And I expect every single person to do each project 15 times. I don't expect you guys to be able to, know the project like, oh, you know what, I'm going to finish the project within 1 hour or 2 hours. I mean, it's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible, right? But it might take a little bit longer, right? Now, I run into issues myself when I'm doing this stuff too. And the project, starting from module three upwards for people that are already at that stage, you see that most of the stuff are live calls, right? Just unedited, just raw, format type of stuff. You're going to see me run into issues. The difference there is most of these issues I somewhat type of know. So it's taking me a little bit less time to do it, right? Because I've done this shit a lot of times. So once you are done with the project, go through the module 8, start build out your LinkedIn, build out your resume, start applying for jobs, start basically build out the whole recruitment system. Then go back to module 7 and start redoing those projects. Because if I ask you a question, right? If I pull out, I don't want to pull anybody out on scope. If I pull somebody out that I've done module 7, okay, so tell me about yourself, strictly based on, project one. Can you articulate yourself? So if you explain, oh, so I did the migration stuff, and stopped you, and I asked you questions strictly based on that, will you be able to answer it? Most likely not. But if you do it 5 times, 6 times, 10 times, it's gonna be easier. If it took you 1 week to finish um project one, and you're able to finish it and everything was good, it shouldn't take you a day to redo this the second time. Third or fourth time, it shouldn't take you more than 2 or 3 hours max to do each project. So, Ademola, what you do right now makes sense. Keep redoing it. I know that you're currently applying for jobs already, right? But keep on redoing it. Keep doing all that, and don't forget the mock interviews. So come over to
The
the
mock
mock.
interview, the mock interview, I actually, it's just a way of preparation.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
just no, but I think I don't know. There's still one probably Valve AI that
Very okay.
I'm yet to test from because I felt probably there's no time. Let me try and
Right.
lay my hands back on all this project again.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So that
so
those that one is easy to do, right? Even before coming over to the mock interview, do the projects. For people that are watching that are currently in module 8, you know that there is two type of interview. There's type 1 and type 2. Type 2 is what obviously we are looking for. The tell me about yourself type of interview. For the mock interviews you guys will be doing, it will be type 1. Me and either me or my team, or both of us together, we will be cooking you. Like we'll be going at command. You know what I mean? So I don't mean,
because
oh, it's gonna be difficult or whatever, but I'm just like, you know what? We will test your limits. Now it's just gonna be more difficult than normal interviews. So we just want to know how you handle yourself, how you're able to articulate stuff, all of that. So but don't overthink it though. All right,
mm,
perfect. Any more questions?
yeah, no, not for now. If anything purpose, I'll let you know.
Cool. So next person is gonna be Don Joe. What's up, bro?
Everyone, good afternoon.
Afternoon, my guy.
How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, so far so good. I don't have any question right now, but I'm still working on that uh module 6. So I'm trying
Okay.
to do it and complete it. And once I'm done, I will reach out to you directly.
Right. Okay, cool. Sure. No problem. Take your time there with that. And
Okay, thank you again.
I think that's question. So yeah, take your time with that. And if you have any questions, let me know. So I think I've already covered everybody so far. Do anybody else have any question? Yes? No? Cool. So one last thing before we go, follow the system. Don't overthink, stuff. Module 7 is where everything comes together. So let's keep pushing, let's keep grinding, and you know Second, Charles, do you have any question?
Yes, I have a question.
Sure. What's up?
Um, I was just thinking now.
Right.
So, when we, for project project one, gave us the config files. What what if in a situation where maybe you're in a job, right? You're in a job, right? And they are not giving you complete file. They are just telling you, okay, this is what we want to build out. Like, how do you go about that problem? How do
That
you
is
start build
cool.
out? Okay, okay, these are the things you need to build out from this project. These are the things and how to go about it.
So I'm gonna share my screen again because that's a good question. And project one and project two is basically video based, right? Project two again, or it's also video based. Your question is tech challenge one. There is no damn video, and tech challenge two. So it's basically to test your limits. Realistically, when you guys get a job, your lead will not be sitting you guys down. I mean, in some cases they can also give you an overview about this and that, which it has happened, right? But in most cases, they expect you to be able to figure stuff out. That is what you guys will be doing in Tech Challenge One, which is basically more project three and project four. There is no video, just set of instructions. We need this, do this, use this tool, that tool, and build this stuff out. Good luck.
So, excuse me. So, let's say you are in a job now. The company, they are going to tell you which tools to use while building out infrastructure.
So, yes, I don't want to say like, I mean, what you said is correct, but at the same time, before any project at all, you are going to have a meeting. In that meeting, that's where you guys will discuss what tech stack basically means tools, by the way. But what tech stack you guys will be using. And it's also the same meeting, it's not like in most cases, it's not like a one-sided type of conversation like, oh, Charles, you must use this, you must use that. I mean, in some cases, maybe conversation, right? If they're talking about, oh, want to build out the entire infrastructure, and you could be like, oh, I mean, is it okay if I use Terraform? You can just make your case. Oh, Terraform is just a lot easier, and I can automate this task well. But oh, cool, yeah. So what's why we use this tool? We use Ansible for this. What about we use instead of Jenkins, we should use GitHub Actions, right? Instead of like five private subnet, we just need like one private subnet. Like you're gonna have the discussion by the end of that call. You guys will discuss on the tech stack, the entire stuff you'll be building. In some other cases too, they can just give you like a document of this is what we want to build.
Okay, so I have one more question.
Sure.
So, let's say they have given you um the the test stack now, right?
Right.
How do you go from there? How do you go from there?
So when you say they're
Or
giving me that, you mean that they have they let's say they give you like everything they want to build with the tech stack,
the
right?
question is, are they going to give you those things for you to build it, or are you building it with some set of people?
So that question is a little bit confusing. It's like, what do you mean, specifically?
Like, maybe this company they want to build out, let's say they want to do migration,
Right.
right? Now, and from what you said, you're going to have a meeting with maybe other departments, right?
Right.
So after everything, are you building those infrastructure with any department, or would they assign 1, 2, 3 things
Oh,
to? Is
oh,
it
oh.
just you? Are they going
Mm.
to tell you, okay, this is what you want, this is what you want, build it out?
Okay.
I
So
understand.
So one, regarding what one beat it out, I've already explained that it has to be like in some cases, it has to be a discussion where you know the tool set. Now, I think your question now is in terms of working with other teams, right? Does it work? So our job is to build infrastructures. So let's say you are building out, or the entire goal of this project is to host a website, right, on AWS, right? Our job when it comes to that website is just building the infrastructure needed for that website. That infrastructure includes the obviously EC2 instance, right? The security group, networking out there, the entire infrastructure behind that. But the website itself, is it us that will start building out, a website? No, that's where web developers comes into place. That is a different department.
Okay.
So that is just one example of us working with a separate department. Again, remember, our job as cloud engineers is the infrastructure part of it in most cases. So any other stuff that has to do with like web design, or database, whatever type of stuff, there's data engineers. What do you think our job is for? Right? So we still work with other teams, but our job is mostly limited to the infrastructure parts.
Now, okay, I got you now. So from what you said now, um, basically they would give you a text stack, right? Of everything, every resources they need to
Yes,
build out those things. So
exactly.
you don't need to worry yourself on whether this project is going to require me using RDS, whether it's going to require me using this. They will give you everything they need you to build out in order to
Yes,
do those projects.
yes.
Uh,
Although they can ask for your opinion too. Yo, Charles, you know what? We're trying to build out this database, and I'm think let's say you're talking to a non-technical person, which genuinely is one of the most annoying stuff. Just as I'm saying. So, but let's say talking to a non-technical person, talking about, oh, you know what? We have this database that we have, and we're trying to build this website, and that the database. Is it the technical person that will start talking about ideas? Right? That's technically our job. So we just don't sit down. In most cases, just sit down, and just like consume everything they give us. Like we pitch in. Oh, okay. So the RDS, yeah. You know what? For the RDS, like I can. Oh, for the database, I can make a RDS, and just make sure that it is secure by putting it in a private subnet, right? Then making sure that the RDS is connected to the EC2, like those, the entire map will be the one to draw it out in most cases. But your point is they will tell us the tech stack. In most cases, yes. If it involves like leads and the entire team, yes. That is the point of that meeting. You can work with 5 or 6 different teams, engineering teams, but you have your own job. You don't have to do their own job. If their own job is to build something else, congratulations, that is their own job. You just focus on your own. You The infrastructure is mostly the foundation for every other engineering team. They all plug in and work obviously inside that infrastructure, but the infrastructure must be built first, right? So yeah,
but for the RDS, for the migration project we did,
right.
that's the first project. Um, After building a job setting, are we supposed to do the migration? or just to build out all the infrastructure needed to.
So the migration part itself, I think I explained this stuff to in the video. I'm not sure if I did. Migration stuff itself is just extra.
Oh,
Literally, it's just like I just want to show you guys end to end how this stuff works. So I
okay.
just give you guys the extra stuff, the you know SQL stuff, the part two. If you guys moving stuff from S3 bucket to EC2 to yeah, from S3 to EC2 to RDS, right? Those stuff technically is on that team's job, right? But again, although they can ask us to also do it, which again is super simple, but just make sure that the project is fully complete. Hence why I added the migration itself.
Okay. Thank you.
I was
I
sure.
think that
Yeah, no, that's actually nice questions. I love those. So yeah, do anybody else have any questions? No. So I appreciate you guys for showing up, and as always, let's keep grinding. And if you guys have any questions, you know where to ask. So thank you so much for showing up, and have a lovely week.
You too.
Jabos, thanks.
You
Bye, bro.
too.